Welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. We are almost 1 week away from SummerSlam. The Unholy Union takes to the ring to face the Pure Fusion Collective tonight after being assaulted backstage last week. Can the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship #1 contenders get their revenge before they face Damage Control for the titles at SummerSlam? Or can the Pure Fusion Collective insert themselves into the Tag Championship picture? Charlotte Flair will take on Wendy Choo tonight in her first singles match since returning from injuries. Will Charlotte Flair continue to assert her dominance and send a warning to the WWE Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler? In the main event tonight, AJ Styles challenged Jacob Fatu to a match in response to the Bloodline's chair attack on the Good Brothers last week. Can the experienced Phenomenal One teach the young Samoan werewolf a lesson? Or will the Samoan werewolf's ruthless aggression be too much to handle? But first, let us welcome to the ring our undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Nightmare is on his way to the ring. Cody Rhodes, still seething with anger and determination, emerges from the curtain, his eyes blazing with a fierce intensity. Last week's vicious assault by Solo Sikoa may have left him battered and bruised, but it's only fueled his resolve to confront the situation head-on. With a fiery passion burning within, Rhodes strides purposefully to the ring, ready to address the heinous attack and lay down the gauntlet to Sikoa. The crowd erupts in support, knowing that Rhodes' unyielding spirit and unwavering dedication to justice will not let this injustice stand. The stage is set for a fiery and explosive confrontation. Will Sikoa answer the call? Or will Rhodes' wrath be left unchecked? Cody Rhodes, still fuming from the vicious assault by Solo Sikoa, has just called out Sikoa. He has laid down the gauntlet, challenging Sikoa to a steel cage match at SummerSlam, with the undisputed WWE Championship on the line. The American Nightmare is determined to settle their differences once and for all, and the added stipulation of the steel cage ensures that Sikoa will have nowhere to hide. This explosive matchup is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated bouts of the summer, and the stakes have never been higher. Solo Sikoa has emerged from the shadows, a sly smile spreading across his face as he accepts Cody Rhodes' challenge for a steel cage match at SummerSlam. The Samoan juggernaut is confident in his ability to take down Rhodes and prove his dominance once and for all, just as it seemed like the tension between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa had reached a boiling point. Tama Tonga sneaks into the ring, looking to take out Rhodes from behind. But the American Nightmare is one step ahead, overcoming Tonga's sneak attack and delivering a thunderous crossroads to send a resounding message to Sikoa. He's ready for war.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From the Queen City, she is the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
The Queen has arrived. Charlotte Flair, the 14-time world champion, emerges from the curtain, her confident stride and radiant smile commanding the attention of the entire arena. As she makes her way to the ring for her highly anticipated singles match against Wendy Choo, the crowd erupts in a mixture of adoration and awe. Following a triumphant return from injury, Flair is on a mission to reassert her dominance and prove her worth as the greatest of all time. Fresh off a pinfall victory over WWE Women's Champion Shayna Baszler in last week's tag team match, Flair is hungrier than ever to stake her claim to the title and remind the world why she's the one and only Queen of the WWE. Will Wendy Choo be able to withstand the onslaught of Flair's athleticism and experience? Or will Charlotte continue her reign of supremacy?
And her opponent. From Chinatown, New York, Wendy Choo.
Making her way to the ring, the fiery and determined Wendy Choo is ready to take on the best of the best. With a fierce competitive spirit and a hunger to prove herself, Choo is on a mission to shake up the women's division and make a name for herself. Unfazed by the formidable reputation of her opponent, Charlotte Flair, Choo is confident in her own abilities and is looking to cause a major upset. With her quickness, agility, and unpredictable moveset, Choo is a dark horse in this match, and she's ready to put the entire division on notice that she's a force to be reckoned with. Can she pull off the unthinkable and take down the Queen? Or will Flair's experience and skill prove too much to handle? The Queen's confidence is palpable, but Chu's underdog spirit is infectious. Chu starts to find her footing, landing several good shots and even managing to gain the upper hand for a brief moment. The crowd is on the edge of their seats as Chu's confidence grows, and she starts to take the fight to Flair. Flair responds with a powerful kick that sends Chu crashing to the mat. Flair takes control, using her strength to overpower Chu. Despite Chu's best efforts, Flair's experience and skill eventually begin to take over, and she starts to pull away. Flair then executed a picture-perfect top rope moonsault to seal the match.
Here is your winner via pinfall, the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
As Charlotte Flair celebrates her victory, Shayna Baszler emerges from the shadows, her eyes blazing with intensity, and launches a vicious attack on the unsuspecting Flair. Shayna Baszler's attack has turned into a full-blown mugging, as she's called out Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark to join the attack, and the trio is relentless in their assault. The numbers game is too much for Flair as she receives a brutal beatdown, as Baszler, Deville, and Stark unleash their collective fury on the helpless Flair.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, representing the Final Testament, Karrion Kross.
The ominous tolling of the bell signals the arrival of the brooding and brutal Karrion Kross. As Kross makes his way to the ring, his intense gaze scans the surroundings, ever vigilant for potential threats from the Latino world order, with whom the Final Testament is currently embroiled in a bitter conflict. Nevertheless, Kross's focus remains fixed on his next victim, Wes Lee, whom he seeks to add to his growing list of conquered opponents. With his cold, calculating demeanor and devastating combat skills, Kross is poised to unleash his trademark brand of pain and suffering upon Lee, further solidifying the Final Testament's grip on the division.
And his opponent. From Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 190 pounds, Wes Lee.
The high-flying and dynamic Wes Lee bursts into the arena, electrifying the crowd with his infectious energy and unwavering determination. With a fierce glint in his eye and a burning passion in his heart, Lee is on a mission to propel himself up the ranks and position himself for a coveted title shot. Desperate to string together a series of crucial victories, Lee knows that a win against the formidable Karrion Kross would be a monumental statement, catapulting him into the spotlight and solidifying his status as a force to be reckoned with. As he bounds into the ring, his lightning-quick reflexes and aerial attacks at the ready, the crowd can't help but rally behind this plucky underdog in his quest for glory. The bell rings, and the match between Karrion Kross and Wes Lee begins. From the opening moments, Kross utilized his formidable brute strength to overpower Lee. Despite being outmuscled, Lee refuses to back down. He's got a fire in his belly and is determined to take down the formidable Cross. The match is a back-and-forth affair, with both competitors giving it their all. The crowd is on the edge of their seats as the action unfolds. Neither competitor is willing to give up, and the match is turning out to be a classic. The crowd is on their feet as Cross and Lee exchange blows. The action is non-stop, and the tension is building. Who will emerge victorious? As the match wears on, Cross begins to assert his dominance. His power and strength are starting to take their toll on Lee. The action spills out of the ring, with Cross determined to assert his dominance and punish his victim. Karrion Kross locks Wesley in the cross jacket. Can Lee free himself?
Here is your winner via submission, representing the Final Testament, Karrion Kross.
And now, the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio, emerges on stage, his intensity palpable as he gazes down at Karrion Kross. Mysterio's voice filled with determination challenges Kross and his cohorts to a 6-man tag team match for next week. The stakes are high, the tensions are higher, and the stage is set for a thrilling showdown. Chaos has erupted backstage as LA Knight has taken matters into his own hands. Still seething from Logan Paul's vicious attack last week, Knight has been waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. That moment is now. Just as it seemed like LA Knight's vengeance would know no bounds, Nick Aldis storms onto the scene, attempting to separate the combatants. But he is inadvertently struck by Knight. The accidental blow finally snaps Knight out of his frenzied state. Aldis approaches Knight with a stern expression, his voice firm but measured. He warned Knight to keep his temper in check, or there will be no title match at SummerSlam. And Aldis served another warning to Knight, to never lay his hands on him again. The gravity of Aldis's words seems to sink in, and Knight nods slowly, still visibly shaken. The question now is, can Knight rein in his emotions and focus on the prize? Or will his volatile nature continue to be his own worst enemy?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, representing the Pride, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
The almighty Bobby Lashley emerges from the shadows, his piercing gaze scanning the ring as he prepares to take on Cedric Alexander. With his chiseled physique and unstoppable momentum, Lashley is the epitome of power and intensity, his very presence electrifying the crowd. As his music hits, The arena erupts in a deafening chorus of cheers and chants, the fans sensing that they are about to witness something truly special. The tension builds with each step, the air thick with anticipation, as Lashley prepares to unleash his fury and take down another member of the Hurt Business. The question on everyone's mind is, can anyone stop the Almighty's relentless quest for domination?
And his opponent. From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, representing the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander.
The high-flying and fiercely determined Cedric Alexander makes his way to the ring, ready to put everything on the line for his faction. Alexander bursts into the ring, his lightning-quick movements and razor-sharp instincts on full display. After weeks of simmering tensions between the Pride and the Hurt Business, Alexander is stepping up in a major way, seeking to bring honor and glory to his faction by taking down the formidable almighty Bobby Lashley. The bell rings, and the match between Bobby Lashley and Cedric Alexander begins. The match is an intense and physical contest, with both men giving it their all. Alexander uses every trick in the book to try and take down Lashley. But the Almighty is relentless, using his brute force to overpower Alexander at every turn. The match is a masterclass in contrasts, with Lashley's raw power pitted against Alexander's speed and agility. Both men are using every trick in the book to try and gain the upper hand. Alexander lands a series of high-impact moves, but Lashley's sheer strength allows him to shrug them off. Is it over? Alexander displays loads of heart and resilience as he kicks out after a spear. As the match enters its final moments, Alexander makes a valiant last stand. He lands a series of high-impact moves. As the match enters its final moments, both men are exhausted but refusing to give up. Alexander lands a series of desperate moves, but Lashley's power is too much for him to handle. The crowd is on their feet, cheering on both men as they give it their all.
Your winner via pinfall, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Lashley's power proves too much, sending Alexander crashing to the mat for the 3 count. Bobby Lashley grabs the mic and addresses the crowd. With a fierce intensity in his eyes, he calls out Omos, challenging him to a match at SummerSlam. In response, Omos emerges on stage, his towering figure commanding attention. With a stern expression, he accepts Lashley's challenge for a match at SummerSlam. But that's not all. He adds a stunning stipulation. The loser will leave the company. The crowd gasps in shock. Lashley, Never one to back down from a challenge, accepts Omos's stipulation without hesitation. With a fierce glint in his eye, he vows to not only defeat Omos at SummerSlam, but to kick him out of the company for good. The crowd erupts in a frenzy of cheers and chants as Lashley's intensity reaches a fever pitch. This is now a battle for supremacy, and only one man can emerge victorious.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Prior Lake, Minnesota, the Buff Barbie, Tiffany Stratton.
Making her way to the ring, the Buff Barbie Tiffany Stratton. With a fierce determination in her eyes and a swagger that commands attention, Stratton struts down to the ring, her sights firmly set on the WWE Women's North American Championship. Tonight, she faces off against the #1 contender, Carmella, in a match that could prove to be the perfect showcase for Stratton's skills. With her impressive physique and razor-sharp instincts, Stratton is ready to take on the best of the best and stake her claim for a title opportunity of her own. The question on everyone's mind is, can Carmella stop Stratton's momentum and protect her own title aspirations? Or will the Buff Barbie prove to be the ultimate game changer?
And her opponent. From Staten Island, the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella.
Making her way to the ring, the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella. With a confident smile and a regal wave, Carmella strides down to the ring as the recently minted #1 contender to the WWE Women's North American Championship. Tonight, she looks to solidify her position at the top of the women's division by taking out the rising star Tiffany Stratton. With her quick wit, cunning charm, and razor-sharp instincts, Carmella is determined to prove why she's the most deserving of a title shot. Will Stratton's impressive physique and determination be enough to take down the experienced and cunning Carmella, or will the Princess of Staten Island reign supreme and assert her dominance in the women's division? The bell rings, and the match between Carmella and Tiffany Stratton begins. Both women are evenly matched, each looking to gain the upper hand in this highly anticipated contest. Stratton is relentless, pushing the pace and keeping Carmella on her toes with her impressive strength and power. Carmella, the experienced veteran, uses her cunning and quickness to evade Stratton's attacks. Stratton's power and strength are on full display, but Carmella's agility and wit keep her in the match, as she expertly dodges and weaves around Stratton's attacks. Carmella refuses to give up, using every trick in the book to try and take down Stratton. Stratton is ready for her, countering every move and keeping the pressure on with her impressive physique and endurance. The match is a back-and-forth affair, each woman trading blows and neither able to gain a clear advantage.
Here is your winner via pinfall, the buff Barbie Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton calls out Zelina Vega immediately after her win over Carmella. Stratton, still catching her breath, demands a title opportunity from the champion, citing her recent wins over both Vega and the #1 contender, Carmella. The crowd is electric as Stratton asserts her dominance and makes a strong case for why she deserves a shot at the gold. Zelina Vega emerges on stage, a confident smile spreading across her face as she accepts Tiffany Stratton's challenge. Vega, never one to back down from a fight, agrees to put her title on the line against the surging Stratton. Vega reveals she'll consult General Manager Nick Aldis before making it official. What will now happen to the title match between Zelina Vega and Carmella at SummerSlam?
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Representing the Pure Fusion Collective, the team of Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark.
Making their way to the ring, the formidable duo of Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark from the Pure Fusion Collective. With a fierce determination in their eyes and a shared ambition burning brighter than ever, Deville and Stark stride down to the ring, their sights firmly set on the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Having set their targets on the newly minted #1 contenders, the Unholy Union, Deville and Stark aim to prove themselves as worthy contenders in their own right.
And their opponents. The team of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the Unholy Union.
Making their way to the ring, the mysterious and menacing duo of the Unholy Union. As the #1 contenders to the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, they emanate an aura of intensity and focus, their eyes burning with a desire for retribution. Still seething from the vicious backstage attack perpetrated by the Pure Fusion Collective last week, the Unholy Union is driven by a hunger for payback. Will the Pure Fusion Collective be able to withstand the wrath of the Unholy Union? Or will the latter's thirst for vengeance prove too great to overcome? One thing is certain, the stakes have never been higher, and the outcome has never been more uncertain. The bell rings, and the match between the Unholy Union and the Pure Fusion Collective begins. Both teams are evenly matched, each looking to gain the upper hand in this highly anticipated contest. Their desire for payback comes out strong, using their unique blend of power and agility to keep the Pure Fusion Collective on their toes. They're determined to make a statement and prove themselves as the dominant force in the women's tag team division. Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark, however, are not intimidated as they use their quickness and cunning to evade the Unholy Union's attacks and land several good shots of their own. As the match wears on, both teams begin to tire, but neither gives an inch. The action is back and forth, with each team trading blows and neither able to gain a clear advantage. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, knowing that one misstep could be the difference between victory and defeat. But the Pure Fusion Collective refuses to back down. They're a team on a mission, using their own brand of intensity to push back against the Unholy Union. They're determined to prove themselves as the better team and secure the win.
Here are your winners via pinfall, representing the Pure Fusion Collective, the team of Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark.
Not satisfied with just a win, Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark unleash a vicious steel chair attack on the Unholy Union after the match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, representing the OC, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Making his way to the ring, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. With a fiery passion burning in his eyes and a score to settle, Styles strides down to the ring with a purpose, his intensity palpable as he seeks retribution for the brutal assault on his faction mates, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, by the Bloodline last week. The memory of those steel chairs coming crashing down on his brothers still fresh in his mind. Styles is on a mission to avenge their pain and send a resounding message to the Bloodline. No one messes with him or his friends and gets away with it. His sights are set on the fierce enforcer of the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu, and Styles is determined to take him down with his signature blend of speed, agility, and raw power. The crowd erupts in anticipation as Styles steps into the ring, ready to unleash his wrath and prove that he is a force to be reckoned with. The stage is set for a thrilling showdown, and Styles is ready to put on a phenomenal performance.
And his opponent. From the Mist of Samoa, weighing in at 300 pounds, representing the Bloodline, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Making his way to the ring, the menacing force, Jacob Fatu. With a cold, calculating gaze and an air of superiority, Fatu emerges as the enforcer of the Bloodline, seeking to continue their reign of terror on the locker room. Last week, he took out Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson as a warning to anyone who dares to interfere in the Bloodline's business. And now, he sets his sights on the phenomenal AJ Styles, who's looking to avenge his fallen brothers. Fatu's mission is clear, to send a strong warning to the entire locker room on behalf of the Bloodline. Stay out of their way, or suffer the consequences. The bell rings, and the highly anticipated match between AJ Styles and Jacob Fatu begins. Both men are evenly matched, each looking to gain the upper hand in this intense showdown. Fatu, the enforcer of the Bloodline, comes out strong, using his power and aggression to try and overwhelm Styles. He unleashes a series of vicious blows, but Styles refuses to back down, using his quickness and agility to dodge and weave around Fatu's attacks. Two men exchange blows, each landing with precision and force. Styles' quickness and agility allow him to stay one step ahead of Fatu, but Fatu's brute strength keeps Styles on his toes. The crowd is on the edge of their seats as the action unfolds. AJ Styles is going for the Styles Clash. Jacob Fatu counters. As the match intensifies, both men begin to show signs of fatigue. Despite this, neither man is willing to give up. They're evenly matched, and both know that one mistake could cost them the match. The tension in the air is palpable as they engage in a fierce battle of wills. Fatu kicks out after the Styles clash. Fatu refuses to give up. He mounts a comeback and lands a Samoan drop. The crowd is on the edge of their seats as the match reaches its climax. Both men are giving it their all, leaving everything they have in the ring. It's a true test of endurance, strength, and determination. Jacob Fatu goes for the Samoan spike at ringside while the referee continues counting. Can they get back into the ring in time to finish the match? In a stunning turn of events, Styles finds an opening and makes a break for the ring, barely making it back in time while Fatu lies at ringside, unable to get back before the 10 count. The crowd goes wild as Styles picks up the win via count out. Fatu is furious, but Styles celebrates his hard-fought victory. AJ Styles calls out the Good Brothers as they exact their revenge on Jacob Fatu after the match, delivering a brutal beatdown that sends a clear message to the bloodline. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.